You're watching The Great British Breakfast. Now, last night was the first time people in Wales had to show an NHS COVID pass on entry to nightclubs, gigs and big sports games, one after becoming compulsory. Our Wales reporter Lily Hewitson, who understood that sentence, she was out to give the pass a test run. She asked people in Cardiff how they felt about using them.
So you've tried to get into a club. What happened when you got to the door?
He was just like, have you got the QR code? And we're like, no. And he's like, have you taken a lateral flow? I was like, no. And then he was like, oh, sorry, you can't come in.
Well, the one thing I'd say about the COVID pass in Wales is that you have to go online to use it, so you can't use it via the NHS app. It refuses if you are registered to a GP in Wales or if you got vaccinated in Wales. So it's a little bit difficult, so you need to have like 4G to access the internet and use the COVID pass, but apart from that, I think it's alright.
So have you not got it then?
No, we didn't have it.
So did you forget or were you not aware?
In my defence, I have a terrible memory, so I was told, but I completely forgot. She didn't know, I was told and forgot.
Oh no, so what are you guys going to do? Because you either have to prove you're double jabbed or that you've had a negative lateral flow.
Well, I had my booster today, so...
You know on the app, when you click COVID passport thing, and can't you just show them that barcode?
Well, they don't use the Welsh one through the app. You've got to do it through the NHS website.
I've got the link.
It's getting quite late now, it's nearly 11 o'clock. I still haven't had my pass verified. As I said, I put in that photograph of my passport, I read out the 4 numbers, sent the video, and I'm still waiting for NHS Wales to verify that so that I get the COVID pass to get in, and it seems that a lot of people have actually had the same problem. So I'm still going to wait. Hopefully I can get into a club this evening, fingers crossed. Let's hear from a couple more people to see what they think about the passes becoming mandatory today.
It was quite straightforward because I happen to have an NHS login anyway. But if I didn't have that, then it would be a nightmare, to be honest.
Yeah, so have you tried to get into anywhere this evening yet?
Yeah, no, I tried to get into there and it took 2 goes, because the first go, when I had it downloaded into my little wallet on my iPhone, they didn't accept that because it was out of date. So I had to go back into my wallet and re-download it, which I'm it seems silly because it's exactly the same thing, it just has a slightly different date on it.
So have you got the pass on your phone?
No, we haven't, but we got a photo of our COVID pass, the card, with the double jab. So we're hoping they'll let us in, but we're not too sure.
So you work at a club as well, don't you?
Yes.
So how are you feeling about how your working life will change a little bit? Is it going to make much of a difference?
Well, it might do. It probably, if anything for us as bartenders, it might make it a bit easier because it would slow the rate of people coming into the club. But in that case, it might mean there's larger queues outside of the nightclubs, and therefore the streets get a bit crowded and people don't really know what to do for themselves.
It's really easy, accessible. So you can just put it on your Apple Wallet, the wallet on your phone, and then you just scan it really easily. So, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so what are you going to do now? Are you going to try and do it so you can get in?
Yeah, most likely. I'll probably go and get my first one.
Your first jab?
Yeah.
Oh, really? So you decided to get it so you can get into the club? No way!
Well, not really just because of that, but as in obviously if it's going to restrict me from doing things that I want to do, then obviously I'm going to.
So then it looks like I'm going to be heading home without getting into a club this evening. I'm still waiting for that verification from NHS Wales, where I've had to verify my identity, although I've used an NHS COVID pass before. So it's very frustrating. Obviously the queue behind me for Prism is massive now. Even if I had the pass to hand, I think I probably wouldn't even get into the club even if I wanted to. But a problem that a lot of people have experienced is not realising that you can't get the COVID pass on the NHS app here in Wales. You have to go through the NHS website. So that's a problem a lot of people here have experienced this evening. If I have any advice, make sure you download that NHS COVID pass the night before, because I thought I was quite well prepared. I gave myself 45 minutes, maybe an hour to ensure that I had it downloaded on my phone. But I'm still waiting for that verification, so I'm going to be going home without dancing this evening. So if you live in Wales or you're planning on coming to Wales, just make sure you have it downloaded the day before, because I'm going to be leaving town, very sad this evening. I've not been able to go for a dance, and a lot of other people have had the same experience. So make sure you do it within plenty of time.